Hey guys, Aaron Cybertron Zhang here, and today I'm continuing my special VGC 14 ladder edition where I climb the ladder and provide live commentary as I battle. My team today is the same as I've been using before, and my opponent is 1633 Jay from the United States. Jay's team is Garchomp, Tyranitar, Mawile, Sableye, Talonflame, and Rotom Wash. My team, of course, is the exact same one from the last game with Charizard, Mega Manectric, Rotom Wash, Tyranitar, Aerodactyl, and Ferrothorn. Couple things to note here. First of all, Ferrothorn is good in this matchup, but I'm going to need to KO that Talonflame. That is what the rest of my team is designed to do. Sableye is going to be annoying to deal with, so I'm going to have to watch out for that. Aerodactyl is definitely good because I think Tailwind support's going to be huge in this game. I want Mega Manectric more because it can KO that Talonflame easier. So I'm going to go lead with Aerodactyl and Manectric, and I think Rotom Wash is important here, and going to close up with Ferrothorn. My Mega Manectric, unfortunately, isn't carrying Overheat. I put the move on it, but I forgot to save the game, so I went into the battle without Overheat. So I'm running Volt Switch, Thunderbolt, Hidden Power, Ice Protect, but let's see if that really matters. He is running Mega Mawile, but I have Will-O-Wisp to neuter that, and Ferrothorn does a pretty good job of walling that, so we'll see how this plays out. Once again, the Ferrothorn can really do a lot of work here as long as I KO the Talonflame, but I'm not sure if he even opted to bring the Talonflame. So she's going to lead with Sableye and Tyranitar. I'm going to lead with Aerodactyl and my Mega Manectric. The Sandstream is going to activate after the Unnerve, and I'm going to obviously double protect here to scout and see what the Tyranitar really wants to do. But I'm going to obviously Mega Evolve as well, so I get the Intimidate off onto Tyranitar. Of course, most Tyranitars nowadays run a more special version. For example, Ray Rizzo won regionals with it, running Rock Slide as a 1 physical attack, and Dark Pulse and Fire Blast. I like running Ice Beam on mine, which is actually what I have. Aerodactyl is going to protect, and obviously Mega Manectric is going to protect here too. And this is good just to scout and get some sand damage onto that Sableye, because Sableye is annoying. You need every ounce you can get to. Oh, it's going to go for the Confuse Ray just right away. And Tyranitar revealing that it is a special variant, going for the Ice Beam onto my Aerodactyl. And Sableye going to show that it is carrying a leftover, so it's going to heal back that. So kind of useless first turn. I really want to KO that Sableye, and I'm just going to go a Rock Slide and Thunderbolt. Not really playing the best game in terms of numbers here because it's only a 50% chance with Confuse Ray. But if I could land both attacks, I should be fine. And it also gives me a chance of flinching to Tyranitar. Mega Manectric is going to be confused, and it's not going to get the attack off, so unfortunate there. Aerodactyl going to get to Rock Slide, and it's going to hit both Pokemon. Let's see if it can flinch the Tyranitar here. Tyranitar's not going to be flinched, and it's going to get the Ice Beam off onto Aerodactyl, bringing me down to only 72 HPs, but it freezes me. Okay. One of the annoying parts of Ice Beam is that you can actually freeze Pokemon for it. It's been a while since I've seen that, so not very pleasant to see. Once again, I was surprised that it did so little, but of course, the Sand Stream does boost my special defense. So I'm just going to try to attack through that and get a Volt Switch onto the Sableye to bring in my Rotom Wash. Sableye going to Will-O-Wisp the Manectric. So it's 2 moves revealed so far. Manectric, fortunately, snapping out of the confusion right away, so I'm going to get the Volt Switch off and get out of here. Manectric going to swap out, and I'm thinking of bringing Rotom Wash in here. Let's see if Aerodactyl can be as lucky, and it does thaw out, so fortunate there. And it's going to hit both Pokemon, so Freeze, of course, one of the most annoying status since Pokemon to deal with, because you never know what's actually going to happen with it, but I got pretty lucky and managed to attack out of it. Tyranitar going to go for a Dark Pulse onto a Rotom Wash, dealing only 48 damage. Of course, Rotom's specially defensive, but surprisingly that Tyranitar's doing so little. However, it doesn't have a Life Orb, which is what a lot of special Tyranitars like to use nowadays, so that kind of explains the decrease in damage. Jay going to send out his Mawile, which makes sense. Mawile, of course, is going to be a Mega Evolution, but that's fine. My Aerodactyl can easily Tailwind here, and I can either Will-O-Wisp or just Hydro Pump the Tyranitar. And I think I'm just going to Hydro Pump Tyranitar. You have to imagine Mawile is going to protect here, but I actually made the wrong play there, because if Mawile doesn't protect, I'm kind of screwed, and I don't think it's going to protect. and it doesn't. So yeah, made a bad play there. Definitely should have just protected Rotom or just went for the Will-O-Wisp onto Mawile. I am going to get the Tailwind up. Rotom is going to connect with Hydro Pump, but it's not going to be enough to KO, I don't think. Yeah, not with that Sand Boost, excuse me. Tyranitar going to go for a Dark Pulse onto Rotom Wash, getting a critical hit along the way. Rotom going to heal back with that Citrus Berry, and did Mawile target the Aerodactyl this turn then? He goes for a Play Rough onto the Rotom, so double target the Rotom there. Confusing because the Play Rough would have just directly one-hit KO'd me, but hey, you don't see me complaining. So I'm going to bring in my Manectric here, get the Intimidate off on both, and yeah, like I said, I really misplayed there. I was assuming the Mawile would protect, obviously, to burn out the Will-O-Wisp, but that's obviously not what happened. So I'm going to get the Intimidate off here. I think I'm just going to Rock Slide and Volt Switch into my Ferrothorn. Tyranitar is going to go for a Protect, which makes perfect sense, but I'm not really worried about that. Mawile is going to Protect too, though, so okay. That play makes a bit more sense. Stall out Tailwind, get some more damage onto Manectric. Perfectly okay. Aerodactyl going to Rock Slide both. Nothing's going to happen. But Sandstorm is going to go away. Cool. Manectric is, however, going to take some burn damage along the way, and Mawile does have the ability to Sucker Punch, so I have to kind of be careful. I think I'm actually going to switch my Manectric out into Ferrothorn, because if you're in his position, you'd have to imagine the Sucker Punch is going to go off onto Manectric. I also wonder if he's going to swap out the Tyranitar. But if I can take care of that Tyranitar and bring Mawile to -2, that's really good, because Ferrothorn should be able to close the game for me. Of course, in Team Preview, he also had, I think, Garchomp, Talonflame, and I forget the last one. I'm going to switch into Ferrothorn. Let's see if he pulls out a switch. And he is going to withdraw Tyranitar, so a good play there. Let's see what's coming in. Into the Garchomp. Okay. I'm okay with that. Mawile going to go for the Sucker Punch, and as I suspected, that's going to fail, and I'm going to get a Rock Slide off. Not going to do very much, but that's fine. Breaking any potential Focus Sash like Garchomp may have. And here, I'm going to Ice Fang the Garchomp and Leech Seed the Mawile. I'm not in the best of positions, but I am going to hit that Ice Fang off. He's not going to Protect with either of his Pokemon. Let's see how much this does. Brings him down to under half. Garchomp going to just go for a Rock Slide here. That should be a KO on Aerodactyl, and Ferrothorn should, yeah, take minimal damage. If I can get an attack off with Ferrothorn and get that Leech Seed off, that'll be very important. Garchomp revealing a Life Orb, okay. Mawile gonna go for a Play Rough onto the Ferrothorn. Ferrothorn, of course, resistant to that, and Iron Barbs is gonna deal some damage to that Mawile. And Garchomp is gonna get the Leech Seed off, and it doesn't flinch, so very fortunate there. So I'm gonna start healing back now, and that's a very important Leech Seed to hit. So I'm going to slowly heal back now, and I'm going to be able to bring in my Mega Manectric, which outspeeds all three of his Pokemon, even though Tailwind is over now. However, Mega Manectric is burned, so it's going to be slowly taking residual damage every turn. And Mawile, of course, does have access to Sucker Punch. You'd have to imagine Garchomp is going to Protect this turn. So I'm going to Protect with... There are a bunch of plays here. Mawile could switch out into Tyranitar, but if Tyranitar doesn't carry a fire attack, then I should win this game. If I HP Ice Garchomp, and Garchomp protects, then Mawile can one-hit KO my Manectric. So the safe play here, in my opinion, is to protect the Manectric and Gyro Ball the Mawile. Does that make sense? I think it does. Or I can just hit Empower If I hit Empower Garchomp, of course, I'm just going to lose this turn. If the Garchomp protects, I think. So I'm going to Protect with Manectric and Gyro Ball the Mawile. And Mawile is going to withdraw. Okay, so this is good. So Tyranitar is going to come back in, and I'm going to pick up a KO on that. You saw earlier that the Garchomp is carrying a... Oh, Garchomp... Okay, wait, so Manectric's going to Protect here. Let's see what Garchomp does. Garchomp going for the Protect too, yep. So I made the right play there, I think. There wasn't really much more I could do, and Ferrothorn's going to get the Gyro Ball off, and that's going to be a KO onto the Tyranitar. But there was a good play there, because regardless of what I did, yeah, I knew I saw the Tyranitar coming in, but now the question is, okay, Mawile is going to come back in. The obvious move is to Sucker Punch the Manectric, but what are you going to do to beat the Ferrothorn, right? If I just Gyro Ball the Garchomp, I should win, granted, if there's no flinch. Since I do see the Sucker Punch coming onto Manectric, I'm going to Protect with my Manectric just to block it out and attack the Garchomp with the Gyro Ball. Manectric is actually going to get the protect off. I wasn't even going for that, but that's even better in my case. Both of us opting to go for protects this turn, but Ferrothorn is going to get the Gyro Ball off. And as you saw there, because the Mawile went for a Sucker Punch, even if I didn't pull off my protect, I would have picked up that free knockout. But fortunate enough, he didn't get his protect up, so I'm going to take up a KO on Guard Chomp, and that should win me the game. Mawile, of course, is most likely going to Sucker Punch again this turn, so to make sure she targets Manectric the following turn and not Ferrothorn, I'm and a disconnection there, so I'm going to end up winning that game. Unfortunate there. I guess, you know, I think even if he did know that double protect, I still would have ended up in a fine position, but that was a pretty close game. Sorry, I haven't had much time to upload today. I've been really busy, so I just basically got on Battle Spawn, got recorded the quickest game possible. I'll probably do a team analysis video on the actual team soon, because I think it's a lot of fun, and I like it a lot. But Mega Manectric is a really cool Pokemon. You guys should definitely try him out. Anyway, that's it for my battle today. Remember, 100 likes, and I'll bring you guys the next battle right away. So if you can get 100 likes, I'll probably upload a game tomorrow. Otherwise, sometime over the weekend. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you next time. Peace.